The jacket was cold too.
Custom Martine Rose. Yeah, that was
like the All-Star.
Paying tribute to his pen. That was good. He put his pen on the Super Bowl stage, bro. Gloria. The coach said Gloria.
What is the pin though?
Did you not listen to Gloria, Danny? Are we? Did you not listen to the song, Anthony?
I must not. What do you mean
the last song on GNX? You said you listened to everything. This guy's a phony. This guy's a phony.
No, he's a big fat phony.
Bro, Gloria is his pen. Yeah. That's the last song on the album.
You mean his pen? What is his pen?
Literally, Danny, his pen.
His name of his pen is Gloria?
You ain't listened to the song.
I must not listen to that song.
Oh, he's a phony, guys.
Hey, what'd I say? I listen to this song.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Who Needs Therapy. I have Rap, a forum on hip-hop, music, news, and events. I'm Hundos, and as always, I'm joined by my boy, Danny G.
What up?
And Anthony.
What's popping?
What's going on, fellas? How y'all doing? You know, how was y'all weekend? Start there.
I had a good weekend. I had a pretty good weekend.
Get anything?
Besides Super Bowl, you know what I'm saying? Besides losing my money on the Super Bowl, no, not really. I was focused on the game this weekend. I was trying to rest, and you know, you got to sleep.
No, you do got
a whole day before you do anything nowadays.
Yeah, I took the day off because I already knew I was gonna be eating some bullshit, drinking, and I ain't gonna want to go to work the next day.
Right? It's a national holiday. Should be by now.
Yeah, not for real. What about you, Ant?
Man, you was there with me on Saturday.
Oh yeah.
Went to a concert. I see Toro y Moi. Got a little sleepy during that Panda Bear set. You know, it was a little too mellow, but
yeah, man,
it was a good vibe. I didn't even watch the Super Bowl. I went to another concert. Me and my partner went to see this singer named Tasha, and like by the time, I ain't even realized it was a blowout either until I saw at halftime it was like 24-6,
24-0
to nothing.
Yeah, that ain't
embarrassing.
Yeah,
that's very embarrassing.
That was pretty much my weekend. Went to see Toro.
Yeah, how was the Toro show? Because you went too then, huh?
Yeah, it was a good show. For me, so I've seen it's probably like my 7th time seeing Toro.
Damn,
every time I see him,
I love Toro.
I'm at a festival and it's outdoors, so it's a different vibe. It's the summer, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is my first time seeing him inside of a concert venue during the winter.
I had a specific feeling and vibe and vision for that show if I did go, because I wanted to go to the show. So, but you're saying it wasn't the vibe for you.
It was good. It just
wasn't what you were expecting.
It was a little too sad for me. You know, what I'm saying? Sad, like, bro. I'm in the winter right now, bro.
Well, like, I feel like that's what I would have wanted to hear, a little bit of sadness. But I've never heard Panda Bear either. You said they're a sad group. Well, do you compare them?
It just was down, bro. It just wasn't.
It was slow.
Bro. It's really slow.
Okay.
You know what I'm
okay.
And, the BPMs was.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Like, I might have loved it. Actually, I probably would have.
Maybe, man. Maybe. Like, it was good music. Like,
I seen the set list and I like the set list.
Yeah. No, it was. Toro gonna play the jams, you know what I'm saying? But for me, it just was like, oh man, it's hit a lot different, like in the wintertime indoors than outside of the festival. But
okay,
he put on a good show nonetheless.
Well, at least you got to go to
needed something more upbeat.
You know?
Yeah, just needed something more upbeat. That's all it was. But yeah. Before we get into the Super Bowl halftime and all of that, I do want to make sure everybody is aware. Friday, Larry June, 2 Chainz, Alchemist dropped the album "Life Is Beautiful." Bruh, I fucking love that album. Bro, 2 Chainz sounds so good on Alchemist beats, bro.
Yeah. Hey, 2 Chainz can rap. 2 Chainz be rapping his ass off. You know, KO. You remember that?
Yeah, with Big Sean.
Big Sean way back in the day. And then recently he had with Conway, he was on some Conway where he killed it.
I don't think I heard
200 Pies, and he killed it on there.
Bro, yeah, that album, I probably listened to it like 5 times already. It's only like 37 minutes, bro. But yeah, that's why I've been playing.
Alchemist is in his bag. I never knew I needed 2 Chainz and Larry June together, that they could sound like that.
They had a song on one of Larry albums kind of within the past couple of years. I forgot the name of it, but he killed it on there, and I guess that's probably where they picked up, their chemistry or whatever.
When I seen that they were,
the thing I realized about the thing that I realized about the Alchemist beats, like I feel like there's 2 approaches to an Alchemist beat. Like you either attack that shit like Gibbs would do, or you do like the Larry June, and you just lay back and you float on that shit,
bro.
And I feel like 2 Chainz really leaning into like the floating type. Because Gibbs will do it from time to time too, but most of the time, Gibbs is just like trying to like stab that shit.
Yeah, and he does a great job at it
they
too.
Was like gliding, sliding, like moonwalking on the beats, bro. Like it
2
was
Chainz
so
has so
perfect,
many
bro.
one-liners that I like.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he had a ton of
I'm on another tier, like a Crybaby. I like that. That made me chuckle.
That shit. Generation, like that's one song. If I was to suggest anybody, that's the one. That shit just sounds so hard, bro. Like it's like a perfect 10 out of 10 song, man. But
Alchemist, man. Alchemist is on a run. What's the last full album he's done?
He had his own, like he had Flying High. He he always dropping his own projects too in the midst.
He did an album with Rock Marciano.
Rock Marciano was the last one, and that was full of great beats. Well, he had the Great Escape with Larry June recently. I haven't heard him do anything with 2 Chainz. That kind of surprised me.
Yeah, no. So they got that song. I don't know if Alchemist did that beat though. The song I'm talking about with 2 Chainz and Larry June. I don't want to Larry June. I'm not sure, but they had worked together previously, so I'm glad they were just able to lock in and I appreciate, artists like collaborating, joint collab like albums. And
they don't do it a lot anymore. So for them to do it and to be all bangers too, like that is tight. More people should do that.
And Alchemist actually does this. Like it's pretty rare you get 2 artists to collab on an album and then they all collabing just for one artist. But Alchemist does this. Like got Fetty with Freddie Gibbs and Currency. You got dang, I can't think of the name of the song. I mean, name of the album, but it's Oh No and Gang Green, and he got them all on the album.
Yeah.
He got
that came out last year.
Hall and Nash too, Conway and Westside Gun. Like, so he does that.
He did the album with Mike and Wiki.
Yep, there you go. That's another one. Yeah, he's done this like 5-6 times, bro. Like he can get 2 artists like, man, y'all sound great together. Here go my beats.
Alchemist is doing great at making that hip hop music that you still appreciate. You know what I'm saying?
So bro, it's really
good. That's the thing though. It's certain dudes who still do that and they do it well. So like all the cats that we're naming, like Rock Marciano, like he loved getting on an album with one producer.
Right.
Like Hit Boy, like did Nas albums, and then he turned around and did an album with the Alchemist.
Right. Yeah.
So he got an album. But he also the Alchemist has an album with Big Hit and Hit Boy, another, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's his thing, man. And he really good at it.
Yeah.
So that was dope to listen to that album. I really appreciate it. And I think that's kind of getting lost. Because, the news cycle, bro, this stuff moves so quick. You know what I'm saying? Friday feel like it was already a week or 2 ago. You know what I mean? But I definitely want to shout out that album and Larry June. And honestly, bro, I ain't going to lie to you. Like, Larry June last release, last few, they've been kind of mid, you know what I'm saying? Not bad. I'm not saying they bad.
What was his last album? There was something else after The Great Escape.
Doing It For Me.
Doing It For Me. That had some good songs on it, but
it just,
I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
And I'm using the actual term mid. I'm not this new one that people, change the definition. Mid is serviceable, is good, but it just ain't great. You know what I'm saying? It just wasn't great. It was serviceable. But this album, yeah, he back. Larry back.
Yeah, I can't say that. I mean, he's definitely been dropping some songs, individual songs that I've been attaching to. Treasure Island was a good song. Imported Couches was a good song. But I agree with you. The full albums haven't been catching me like that. So I feel what you're saying. Yeah. But life is beautiful. Life is Beautiful was a step up from that. That feeling you've been getting, it's better. This is a good album.
And to me, his last one was The Great Escape, which was with The Alchemist.
Yeah, The Great Escape. Yeah, right. And Alchemist is in his bag, man. He's quickly becoming one of my favorite producers / rappers. He's because he's been putting his raps in a lot more lately. For and sure. I like Alchemist rapping. Yeah. I like it. It grew on me.
Yeah, no, I fuck with Alchemist.
He said he had a line. I line you up and throw the clippers out. I like that.
So matter of fact. And then also before we move on to the next topic, the one of the dopest things about hip hop with me is like you can have a lyrical miracle decoder rap, you know what I'm saying? It's a lane for that. But it's also a lane for just straight to the point, matter of fact rhymes. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't gotta decipher nothing, you know what I'm saying? Right. You're telling me exactly what it is, you know what I mean?
Which is what that Larry June style is.
Exactly. I hate when people get on like they high horse and make it seem like it can only be one thing and not another.
You can't just be all one-sided, and you got to be multi-dimensional.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I just want to make sure it got some shine before we move on to obviously the Super Bowl halftime show. So if y'all been living on a rock, if you're a hip hop fan, I would imagine that you at least are aware of it. Whether you liked it or not, it's a whole different story. But Kendrick Lamar did perform at Super Bowl 59, and he had a Well, let's talk about it.
There was some people that didn't know, actually. Now I think about, I'm surprised at how many people I seen after the fact that their parents or whatever didn't know who Kendrick Lamar was.
No, that's not surprising me at all.
And they were all like, "What is he saying?" Yeah. There's a lot of confused
I'm just
people.
saying, like if you were a hip hop fan, you knew
it was. Yeah, this is our that was our Super Bowl. That was our Grammys. If you're a real hip hop fan, this was better than the Grammys.
So a couple of things just to make make sure we're all on the same page. So he did have Samuel L. Jackson narrate the whole performance. The only special appearances he had was from SZA,
yeah,
obviously, but I wouldn't call that a special appearance because we knew she was gonna be there.
And he did some of AZ Check verse.
He did some of AZ Check verse. He had Serena Williams out there, and he had Mustard out there. That was it,
right?
As far as
I was surprised.
Yeah.
I really thought he was gonna bring some people out. I thought he was gonna bring out J-Rock. I thought that was my number one that I thought he was gonna bring out was J-Rock, and they were gonna do Money Trees. But yeah, just SZA. I'm glad he got the shine, but what'd you think, Ant?
I don't know who the surprise was supposed to be. Like, was it Samuel L. Jackson? Was it surprise?
I think it was a little bit of all. Samuel L. Jackson, Serena Williams, just like stuff that just like, oh dang, like didn't expect that. I didn't expect either one of them.
Well, is that a thing that is that a thing that they're gonna have a guest? Like,
no,
is
not
that
necessarily.
A thing? Not necessarily. No. It's just kind of tradition almost.
It's just I think we just seen Kendrick perform enough, and it's always something that unexpected happens come from.
I like the performance though. Like, yeah, I thought the set actually worked really well. Like using the whole field and like jumping from different stage settings, I thought was dope. Like, I thought the dancers, like, forming the flag, like just moving in different settings and like kind of looking like, it might be, for Squad Blow Up, it's like you got gangs coming from different corners of like an X. Yeah, like the incline on the triangle shape, like all of it was like the Squid Game vibe, but it was
Squid Game.
Like
it was like
Kendrick
a video
was doing
game.
Squid Game vibe.
Right, yeah. I heard it was like supposed to be like a video game. He wanted it to be like GTA, so that was the X and the triangle and the square and the circle were like the PlayStation controller, and then the lights that lit up were the cheat code, which I thought was Grand Theft Auto, but you told me it was Jurassic Park.
From what I read, I didn't play Jurassic Park as a kid, so I don't know. But from what I read, because if you watch the very beginning of the video, you see like the buttons lighting up, and they said that was the code on Jurassic Park for like you get 59 lives or something like that, and it's Super Bowl 59. I didn't fact check this stuff. Man.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, that's the first time I heard that much,
honestly.
Yeah, but
I just didn't care that much.
So then they had the game over too at the end, So it was, it was a little video game vibe going, I guess. But he killed it too. I didn't hear anything before Damn, which is kind of surprising. I was kind of surprised at the set list, but he killed it. It was a great performance. It's one of those performances that I don't think maybe some people didn't get it in the moment, but if you go back and watch it, he hit every point. He was killing his performance, and he threw in some Easter eggs in there for everybody. So I thought he killed it.
Yeah, I enjoyed the performance. I mean, I'm obviously biased. I'm a Kendrick fan, but also I can understand why people didn't enjoy it. As far as like a Super Bowl performance, it felt pretty flat. You know what I mean? Not saying it's not a good performance, but it's just not a Super Bowl.
They should have had him on a zip line flying off.
It's not even that. It's just
the field goal.
His music just wasn't. It didn't like make you hype or anything like that. And usually that's what Super Bowl.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I think especially too as a rapper. I mean, it's not for a rapper. You rap. So you got a band out there. They go out and they do the theatrics. So you don't have those theatrics for a rapper, but. Maybe if you did have him on a zip line or something, or have some explosions because there was no fireworks or nothing, No,
that's not my point. My point is more so, it's not that. Of course, he a rapper. He's gonna be rapping. He didn't play the slaps. You know what I'm saying? He played. Oh, okay. He got bigger songs that he could have performed that people knew. Like you could have did like "Don't Kill My Vibe." That's one that would have got probably a bigger.
That would have been too low reaction. For me.
But swimming pools, what I'm saying? Like he has bigger songs.
Swimming pools, Money Trees, those
backseat freestyle,
and those are all off his first
City,
album, though.
You know what I mean? So that was kind of my thing. Like it was a great show to me, but I can understand why somebody was like, "Oh, it wasn't all that." But I enjoyed it a lot. Also, the set list was. Go ahead.
No, I'll get to you on the set list. Like it. So it's the songs I expected, but at the same time, I get what you're saying in that like this isn't what the usual Super Bowl like performance we expect or anticipate. But I also think this is like the new wave of Super Bowl halftime shows, especially with Jay-Z like taking more control of how like the Super Bowl halftime show is going to be, because it felt to me like Kendrick just kind of like tightened up what he do on tour and spread it out across different sections. And so that I wouldn't expect him to just like line up the hits and do mass appeal, but it felt like the songs Kendrick would choose from like a narrative of him over like the last few years to like this moment. Like, oh, you just catching up? All right, this is where we at.
More of trying to be a new, not be a new artist, but not be stuck on the old Kendrick and just, move forward as an artist, kind of.
He did kind of like mention that too in his Super Bowl interview that he had with Nadeska and Ebro. He was basically saying that, we're on GNX now, like we moving forward, like,
okay.
He in the present, like that was pretty much like the whole,
and that makes sense.
Interview was just saying being in the present.
And that makes sense. What off of GNX did he do besides Peekaboo and TV Off?
So he did that GNX intro that's not really the snippet that he did for the album. He did that, and we heard more lines that we didn't hear previously. He did, that was it. Oh, Squabble Up, Not
Up.
Like Us, and TV Off.
So just not Hey Now, pretty much as far as hits.
Yeah,
he didn't do Hey Now, but so I could see that, and I still think it was a great performance. I think what most of it is caught up is the past of just those big hit maker kind of performances and those nostalgic kind of performances that just go based off nostalgia of what America loves.
Yeah.
And but it was still great. And yeah, I agree with what you're saying. Is like because even with Beyonce's, it was more of it felt like you were at a concert. It felt like you were coming to the concert, and you had to be able to appreciate Beyonce or even Kendrick to be able to appreciate the show.
Yeah, even when I was watching in real time, I was like, damn, this is not. I ain't gonna say I shouldn't say underwhelmed, because I appreciated what I saw, but it's just not what I expected. But that's
underwhelmed, I guess, would be the word I would use too, because that's what I felt at first. And there was moments that I was like, oh, that's dope, that's crazy. Like when he had the one-liner, he said, "You picked the right guy or right time, the wrong guy." I love that moment. When he did the doo-wop little moment under the street light.
That was probably my favorite part. That rendition.
That was cool.
That rendition of "Man at the Garden."
Yeah,
man,
I love that really part.
Dope, man.
That's from GNX. That's the other song from GNX he did.
Man at the Garden. There you go.
And
that was probably my favorite part. For sure.
Yeah, and then there was a part after that too
and he did Luther
moments.
Yeah, yep.
Right.
Bro, he did most of GNX.
But like you're only appreciating those moments though. If you're a Kendrick fan, you're waiting for this performance.
Yeah,
a lot of those people in the crowds are like, who is this guy?
Yeah. And I did like how I know some people don't like that he is still like talking about the beef or whatever, but to be completely fair, this man has performed this song a grand total of 2 times since it came out.
Yeah.
Like, you have to keep that in perspective. People, I see a lot of people saying he milking this. He performed it twice. This is his second time. Like, of course he's going to do it at the Super Bowl. Like, what are you expecting?
And it's the song. It is the song. I was surprised that people were not expecting him to do it. Maybe they were expecting because of the lawsuit thing, but I'm like, this is his biggest song. He's got to perform it here. He's only done it at the pop out. You got to do it. You got 5 Grammys off of it. Why would you not? So, but I was surprised that he did those verses.
That song has owned the world for like the last year.
How
could he not do it?
Right.
That's nonsense.
Man. Yeah. So like, I'm glad I did not expect him to do the entire first verse. The only thing he blanked out, he did not say pedophile. He did not utter that word.
PDF file.
He said everything else. He said, "Hey Drake, I hear you like the dance." The dance, that was my favorite. Bro, the dance was young.
You gotta hate.
I'm like,
this man.
Dang. I did not think he was. And then he said, "Party at the party playing with his nose." They let that fly. They let the weird case fly. All of that, and of course the A minor. Like, he said the words. You know what I'm saying? Like, the only thing he blanked out was that. Everything else, he went right through with it, man. Right. I did not expect that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was
he did Euphoria.
And he did Euphoria.
Yeah, that was actually I was shocked by that. That was dope. Yeah, because I like those feelings of the stuff that's not in the album. I like that mixtape feel because this is the Super Bowl. You think that they're gonna perform their stuff that's on the streaming services, that's on the album. So that felt like him doing a little mixtape joint. that the fans appreciate. You know what I'm saying? So I love that. That was
so that's
dope.
Also he performed that song a grand total of 2 times since it came out. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think he performs after this? Then you think he keeps
not
performing?
Like Us for sure? I would imagine. Euphoria, that's a 6-minute song. Ain't
anything
it?
else?
No hooks.
Euphoria is such a good song, man. That intro into the just the
you might do
tempo
like
change
that.
is
Maybe
so
you just do the intro.
Good. Yeah,
it is, bro. Like that's an amazing song. The beat just keep changing. I doubt he ever do the whole, but he do kind of O's, right? Because he kind of he fucked up. He fucked up the pop out. He messed up his lines, man. We missed a lot of good parts. You know what I'm saying? So maybe he will bring it back. Maybe at certain points during the set. I'm not sure, but
hey, looking at this set list, the only songs that weren't from GNX. So you got Humble, DNA. Then you go straight to Euphoria. So not even GNX. I'm talking about from the last year, maybe year and a half. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you got Humble, you got DNA, you got All the Stars.
Yep,
That's it.
Yeah.
Everything else is like new.
Mm-hmm.
Less than a year old.
Yeah. Like that's what I find impressive about that set. Like there were people who said Kendrick ain't got songs to even put into a Super Bowl halftime show. He gave you a full set minus like 3 songs.
Yeah. Right. Man, and them new songs are so good though. I'm glad he did most of the album because those songs are so good. I think the beef I think people are not giving it the credit it deserves of just he did transform his sound on this album and all the songs are good. It's to me it's a no skips album.
Can we just get back to consuming music how we used to pre-beef, man? You know what I'm saying? Like everything Drake gonna drop, people gonna bring up the beef. Everything Kendrick drop, people gonna bring like
from now on. You think?
Please, bro, can we
go back to just to them?
It'd be nice. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't
so
have
Drake.
To talk about
okay, so you bring that up. Do you think Drake's career? What do you think Drake's career looks like after this? Because he just did his show in Australia, and he posted some pictures today from that show. And they don't look. Those fans look happy. Those fans look like they love him. He's got the crowd. The show looked like it was lit. So does this really affect his career? Does this?
I would say it affects his career in the sense of that you may look at him differently now. Like you may view him differently. You know what I'm saying? I know I do.
Some people do.
Because he just did so much lame shit during this whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Like back from the using AI to do the POC stuff to suing. Like that's one.
Because he's dropping the album Friday. Man.
Yeah, with Party Next Door. If he get back to the just make rap songs, sing songs about women and all that, bro, you're not ever gonna lose that fan base.
Which is what it's got to be because it's
do some crazy stuff to lose that fan base.
Right before Valentine's Day, and
it's on
Party Next Door and on Valentine's Day. So
just get back to that. Like, no, his career not gonna be. But yeah, his perception of him has changed tremendously. Like, there's no way to say otherwise, but he's still gonna be able to drop some slaps. I'm guessing, you know what I'm saying? He has been trying to release music and it's just not been catching for whatever reason. I don't know exactly what that is, but he was
you still in the heat of this moment.
Yeah, he's still drowned out by the moment.
Bro, I don't think Drake realized how bad it could actually get.
Yeah.
Like he been sliding on the wins so comfortably that like, and even the loss, like the loss to Pusha T, the worst he took in it was like a couple interviews. Like he went on The Shop with LeBron and looked, kind of like a fool.
He dropped it. Well, not dropped. I'm sorry. It's not an album. He came out with his son and
he rode his son out.
And that was a benefit for him. Pusha T didn't do no damage to his career when he revealed his son. His career went.
You can't gloss over that, bro. You said that he dropped.
He dropped when the sun dropped. When the sun dropped, bro, his career only got better. People was like, "Oh, he's a dad." It humanized him a little bit. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, like the sun coming out helped him.
True.
He just had a kid, Daddy.
He had a kid. No, but it helped. But it was a shock to everybody. It was a shocking moment.
I think it did help his image, Cause he can, you get goodwill.
So that didn't hurt him. This hurt him.
a lot.
Yeah, this hurt
a lot because he couldn't do the stuff with Pusha. Like you can easily kind of dismiss Pusha T. Not saying like his pen or nothing like that, but you could just say, "Oh, I got more sales than you. I made bigger songs, blah blah blah."
Yeah.
Only people who really really care about rap gonna get into the minutia of it all,
right? Because the Pusha T fans are all straight hip hop fans, exactly. And Kendrick. So you straight in the hip hop back, and you're a little bit older back. You're in 2000s. So now you're Kendrick, who he's getting closer. Now you're getting closer to the mainstream and to the youth. And now you can hurt me. You know what I mean? And the stuff. And Kendrick ain't no hoe, so he came and destroyed him.
Destroyed him, bro. Like,
you know, the other thing is too, the span of time, bro. Because most of the time, like Drake's beef are like extended, like it's songs here and there over a couple of years or longer. But this was like the best example I can give you is like Mexican style boxing, where they like right up in front of each other and just like going.
Oh yeah.
Like that's what kind of beef this was. And like when he went down, like he kept trying to pretend like he was gonna get up. You should have stayed down.
Mm-hmm. But I did. I guess I didn't think about that. That did happen in the span of like 2 weeks, bro. Like, it didn't take long at all.
It happened fast, but in a way that it just coasted on everything. Like we come back around to like the song hits for the whole summer. It still lived through the fall because I mean you got marching bands and shit. You got all kinds of like new versions of the song to take off. And then we in a new year. Now you got the Grammys. So the Grammys just hit, and he doing the Super Bowl.
It was planned perfectly.
And now he's going on tour. And he's touring in your backyard 3 nights in a row. Yeah. I believe I had that right. 3 nights. 3 nights in a row. A venue you haven't done, like a stadium you haven't been to, you know what I'm saying? And he's going to sell it out or come very close to selling out 3 days, bro.
No, I'm pretty sure he will sell it out, right?
Yeah, it's unprecedented, bro. And like, I think it's not even a debate if this is like one of the best years, like greatest rap. One of. I'm not saying it's the best, so please don't come in this motherfucker trying to argue me down.
Best of what?
Best one of the best years a rapper has ever had. Like,
yeah, right.
Like there's, you know what I'm saying? It might be some people might say Eminem, people might say Kanye, you know, might be a couple others, but 50 Cent even. But this is one of the best. Like. You've never seen it like this. You've never seen it on this.
Well, too, this is like, it's not like he's a new artist coming out for the first time and making this impact. He's this is like I wouldn't say second life, but you know, this is another run.
Feel like it almost.
This is like a team. Run. This is like a team that won a ring a couple years ago, but now they back and they're, you know, they done redone their team and they're killing it right now.
And closest sports analogy I guess you could have is Jordan. Like Jordan.
Right,
won his 3 rings, played baseball, came back for like the 95
he's back.
Eastern or 95 playoffs, lost that to the Magic, and then came back.
And Drake tried to say, that ain't Michael Jordan, that's 45. Exactly. And Kendrick said,
get my jersey
Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers.
He said, what?
Get my jersey from the rap. Maybe that is Kendrick's spot. And not a loss to me, because that's one of the best Kendrick albums. I ain't gonna say one of my favorites.
Which one
is his best? Mr. Morale.
I love that album.
It ain't one of my favorites, but it's one of his best, I think. Okay. But yeah, maybe that's his loss against the Magic when you know what I'm saying, when Jordan lost to Shaq in 95 or whatever. Maybe that's what Drake thought at least. Like, nah, I'm still 23.
Yeah.
And he showed him. And this is the most thorough belt to ass whooping we've ever seen in hip hop. Because we never seen it take like on this stage.
Where does hip hop go from here? Because this beef, we can't keep riding this beef. The Super Bowl's over now. Where does hip hop go?
You heard me. I'm still listening to the music I love. You know what I'm saying? No, I told you. We opened up the show with Larry June and 2 Chainz.
Right.
I'm still listening to what I want to listen to, bro. Right. I ain't that consumed in it. Like it was fun. It still is fun a little bit because I am gonna go to the tour. But bro, I'm still consuming like the music I love to listen to. It's still a lot of people dropping music. It's just people act like I hate that narrative. People act like hip hop falling off or it's in a bad place. Bro, y'all just not listening to the right stuff.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Like, you got to listen to the stuff that appeal to you.
Right. I agree. Yeah, because I feel like there was a little bit of a hip hop is dead feeling before this beef. This just like revitalized a lot of people, gave people something to talk about. Like it reached outside of just hip hop and it's still doing that. Yeah. So I don't know what's going to give it that spark after this, but there is a lot of good music out there. Alchemist, like you said, is making a lot of good music. Larry June. And you know, there's a lot of good.
Oh, bro,
people say hip hop dead at least like every 3 to 4 years for the last 20 years.
Yep.
I've heard hip hop is dead, like consistently. And bro, that's impossible. Hip hop is pop music now.
Yeah.
This shit is mass manufactured. There's rappers who you don't care about that are probably gonna be at the top of the Grammys next year.
For sure.
Yeah, for sure.
It's part of the machine.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I was thinking too when I seen the Grammys. That there's only 9 televised events, and they showed Kendrick Lamar twice, Doechii once. That's 3 of them right there. That's a third of them being rap. So, rap is still relevant. And
bro, it's the biggest.
And there's artists like Doechii that are killing it and making a new wave.
It's something for everybody, bro.
Yeah.
Like whatever you're trying to listen to, it's something for that. Anything else y'all want to say about the Super Bowl? Where do y'all think I guess it ranks as far as other Super Bowl performances you've seen?
How many other hip hop Grammy shows? The Grammy halftime shows.
This is the first one. First of all, also I have to say this. Can y'all stop saying it should have been Wayne up there? He would have passed out after 2 minutes, bro. I was exhausted watching Kendrick.
Yeah. Oh
shit,
man,
bro. That's not easy.
He ran up the field
Wayne
twice.
Would have killed it. Stop thinking it was New Orleans natives and people that love the Hot Boys in the audience, bro. That's not how this works,
right?
Man. Like this is not an easy thing to pull off. Like that
seeing
choreography,
the show,
like bro, that takes stamina.
Seeing the show solidified that everybody's like, oh, you got to bring. Nobody was thinking about New Orleans at all during that whole halftime performance, So and it reminded you that. I think people got kind of a little carried away.
They did,
and I maybe because Jay-Z took control of that, stepped up into that role. Yeah. But I don't think it didn't need.
Just let's stop. Let's kill that, man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like we being ridiculous. It ain't, and I do think this is probably gonna be the last time we see a rapper headline a Super Bowl. I'm not even gonna
think so.
You. I really do. Unless Jay-Z do it, who could you even see? Who else could you even see leading? Maybe Travis Scott. Somebody like that, maybe. But that's about it, bro.
Bro, what I just held.
Eminem.
You don't want to hear my answer.
Well, who you think?
You don't want to hear my answer.
You gonna say Nas or something?
Nah, you don't want to hear my answer. Kanye.
That would never happen.
Oh wow!
Bad Gross. Timing on that one, Bucko. That would have never happened.
No, never. It would never happen. And it
shouldn't.
Yeah.
So we clear.
I don't think it's gonna take as long as you think. Like I think it's
for another rapper.
It's closer than you. It's not immediate. I don't think. Yeah. I don't think there's another rapper who's like, huh?
Who would you think though?
Oh, I don't even think it's somebody we would think of. I think it's somebody who like isn't the name that they will be in like 10 years. That puts them in that position. Artist. I mean, keep in mind, hip hop's only 50 years old. Like, niggas was doing the like in the 80s and shit. It's Broken still evolving
everywhere.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you're right. I don't know. I think maybe we get one day, but I'm just saying, like, it's tough for hip hop to carry a Super Bowl. I ain't gonna lie, man. Like, that's just a tough thing to do. Sure. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just being fair. Like, I'm not
right. And like I said, unless they had him zip lining across the field,
exactly.
Or you know what I'm saying, kicking a exploding football through the goalpost,
or
like
just big, crazy pop hits. You know what I'm saying? Like that's usually how that's usually the formula. You know what I mean? And I do respect his set list for not doing that. Like he like we rapping. Actually, rapping. Point that I do want to make. He didn't even get into a chorus until SZA came out, bro.
Straight bars. I didn't even.
He was straight rapping. All them songs.
I got nothing but raps.
I got nothing like Scoop. I got nothing but raps for y'all, man.
By the time he got to that doo-wop part, he was out of breath. He had the sweat dripping, but he ain't miss a bar.
And that's another thing I want to bring up, bro. The fact that he can flawlessly say all these raps, all these lines, not miss a beat. And he got the edited track in his head. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, that ain't as easy as people make it out. Bro, that's difficult. That takes skill. You know what I'm saying? That takes skill.
Like a whoa.
he said the song in his head a million times, cussing probably.
Right.
So now you got to change it up. And if you ever watch his SNL performance, you'll notice he did that too. With a much more difficult song. N95. He did N95 on SNL, and he ain't have no cuss. That's a tough song to get away with no cussing, man. So that's
true professional.
And he didn't even do N95.
And he didn't do N95. And that's a perfect stadium song, man. I can't wait to see that on tour, though. Oh my gosh, that's gonna be nuts, man. But a great show. But oh yeah, I said, what is the rank? I don't think we answered that.
What is it
What is
rank?
the rank as far as Super Bowl performances?
As far as Super Bowl performances, man.
Do you think it's better than the best one?
I'll let Ant go first. What you think, Ant?
It's in the middle somewhere. Like it's not better than Prince or Michael Jackson. It's probably not better than the Beyonce, Bruno Mars, Coldplay one. I don't know. Might be. I'd take it over Rihanna.
Okay.
I don't even remember the Rihanna. I would say too, because I think it's really one of those ones you appreciate it when you look back at it. In the moment, I don't know how it captured the audience in the moment, but I feel like it's one of those performances you look back and you're like, man, he killed it. You know, he was trying to get a message across, and for the Super Bowl, he did his thing. You know,
I will say I do appreciate it. Like the more I watch, I probably watched it 3 times now. The more I watch it, the more I do appreciate it. So, and maybe that was his intention. Like you gotta, it's not fast food. You know what I'm saying? You can't consume it. You know, during the halftime show and that be it. Like you gotta listen. You gotta dice. I ain't into the decoder thing. I ain't about to be dissecting all this shit. You know I don't care that much.
I ain't got time for that.
Right, but.
I ain't got time for that.
I do appreciate.
Yo, Kendrick has been heavy on that shit lately, though.
Yes,
super heavy.
The decoding, or is it even him, or is it just we just reading too much?
That's what I think. A lot of times, I think that
reading
too.
Too deep, because I saw people saying like, "Oh, he got the A minor chain, bro." That's the PG Lang logo. It's been that logo for years now. Like,
the A from the PG Lang.
People saying it was the A minor chain, the lowercase.
But the Squabble Up video though, like. Just pack that out.
We're supposed to have another album already. They said it was coming out, December? In beginning of December? Did you ever watch that video, like somebody decoding the Squabble Up video?
All the, like, you know.
They were saying he going to drop another album because the GNX did another release of their vehicle and, like, all type of stuff.
Oh, yeah. See, all that, I really believe people are out of their minds. And they are just doing too much. And you need to relax and listen to the song and enjoy it. But man, you are going crazy. I want you to know that you are going insane. And put the phone down.
Put the phone down.
Put the
log
phone
off,
down.
man.
Yeah, log off. Log off for a minute. Dog. You just got to.
I ain't gonna sit here and pretend like I don't consume that. I'll be watching that shit. I'm like, oh.
Sometimes I do too.
I ain't gonna lie.
I do too.
Not gonna front on them.
Then I got to put the phone down. Then I put the phone down.
Lesson
and I do something else. You know what I'm saying? I do a palate cleanser. I put on Andre 3000 New Blue Sun, and I palate cleanse my mind.
Hard reset.
Hard reset, you know. So I had factory reset on my brain.
No, I do think we just not we because I don't care that much. If I could pick it up, I could pick it up, but I'm not about to be investigating that shit, bro.
Hey, Kendrick said it himself. He said, "What you think? My life is rap? I got kids to raise."
Right.
I don't know nothing about that.
I ain't doing all this. Y'all think I'm doing. Thanks for the credit. But
so
no, great performance. I think first of all, nobody really gives a fuck about ranking Super Bowl halftime performances. Let's start there. Let's be honest. Like I ain't never
it's a win
talked to
for
nobody.
Hip hop, period. Because you made
That's
it.
all.
Hip hop made
you know
it, so it's a win, period. Right. Whether or not your daddy liked the show and understood what Kendrick was saying is not for you.
About that, yeah.
So I guess
Prince is still my favorite for sure. But this does rank high off there if we doing that. But nobody really. We never had a talk about our favorite, halftime Super Bowl halftime. Nobody cares, man. Like
we care. We
only care when it comes up. It's like the Olympics.
Yeah, we care every November.
Like the Olympics. We care about track and field. All of a sudden, we gonna care about it 3 more years. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how this shit works.
Yeah.
But it's really not a big deal in real life.
But I think he killed it. I'm glad he didn't. You know what I'm saying? The real star of the show also for the internet was the jeans.
He didn't trip on them.
Man.
Impressive, dog.
Bootleg jeans are about to make a
real mean boot cut.
Real mean boot cut.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that shit was.
That's amazing that he didn't trip and fall. The production is just crazy, bro. Just seeing the production of
the jacket was cold too.
Custom Martine Rose.
Yeah,
that was
like the All-Star
paying tribute to his pen. That was good. He put his pen on the Super Bowl stage, bro. Gloria. The coach said Gloria.
What is the pin though?
Did you not listen to Gloria, Danny? Are we? Did you not listen to the song, Anthony?
I must not have. What do you mean
the last song on GNX? You said you listened to every. This guy's a phony. This guy's a phony.
So.
He's a big fat phony.
Bro, Gloria is his pin. That's the last song on the album.
do you mean his pen? What is his pen?
Literally, Danny.
His name of his pen is Gloria.
You ain't listened to the song.
I must not listen to that song.
Oh, he's a phony, guys.
What did I say? I listened to the song.
He said it had no skips. No, it
ain't no skips.
Apparently, Gloria, you're skipping that one. What are you talking about?
No, I mean, I heard. Yeah, I didn't listen to that song over and over again, but.
All right, guys. The Cody had on it said Gloria. If you listen to the song Gloria, you'll figure it out. I already said it for y'all.
I'm pretty sure a lot of people are learning that too.
Nah, bro. He made it very obvious he was talking about in that song.
Spoiler alert.
Embarrassing.
What a great way to end the show, man.
Shout out to Gloria. Shout out to Kendrick.
Shout out to Gloria, Kendrick, hip hop.
It's a real Mexican name for a pen, but
I mean, you from LA, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
Gloria is real Mexican.
It's Hispanic population out there, man. But anything else?
East LA, baby.
Anything else y'all want to say before you wrap it up, man? Besides this guy to my right, man. He's been lying to me.
Whatever.
Man.
I know a lot of motherfuckers don't know Gloria is a goddamn.
Maybe they didn't. Y'all let us know. Actually,
let us know. Let us know.
Did y'all know who Gloria was? You know what I'm saying? Was y'all tapped in? You know. And
how many realized Gloria was the pen? I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I didn't think of that. No. I've listened to the song and I know you know what I'm saying? You ever listen to a song?
And not really.
Nigga, why are you explaining it? We already know you're phony.
You're making your case worse. Stop. You acting like Drake. Just stop. Why are you ahead? Just stop.
I'm about to sue y'all. This episode will not come out. I will sue. He's trying to devalue me to make themselves look good.
I'm sorry,
that's crazy.
Man. But hey, man, for real, jump in the comments. Let us know about Gloria.
Let us know, man. Let us know. Back me up. Back me up, y'all.
Life is Beautiful album, you know. And talking about the Super Bowl, man. Just interact with us, man. We jump in there, talk back with y'all. But until next time, this is Who Needs Therapy. I have Rap signing off. Y'all take care.
Peace. Gloria.
This guy's a phony.
Bruh, that's hilarious. He was like, his pen? What? His pen?